Greetings, Internet. I'm the Modern Marxist, otherwise known as Political Shrimp. This week, we're starting off a little lighthearted in order to introduce a topic that I'm very excited to talk about. So, to start, we're doing a tier list of Julius's. So, yeah, that sounds a little weird, but roll with me here. First off, in F tier, we have Julius Caesar, for obvious reasons, dictator, got stabbed a bunch by his friends. In C tier, we have Julius Oppenheimer, because I haven't seen the movie yet, and I don't have a stronger opinion on him than that. Maybe after I watch the movie, I'll change that. In B tier, we have, of course, the Orange Julius from Dairy Queen, which I also haven't had, but it looks really good. In A tier, we have Julius, the dad from the 2004 TV show Everyone Hates Chris. I have not watched the show, but I've seen a lot of clips, and he makes me laugh, so I'm putting him in A tier. But finally, and most importantly, we have S tier with Julius Malema. And he is our topic of discussion for today. So let's get into it. South African politics has seen its fair share of dynamic figures and transformative movements, but few have left as deep of a mark as Julius Malema and the Economic Freedom Fighters, or EFF. From his humble beginnings in the ANC to his meteoric rise as the fiery leader of a new political force, Malema's journey has been nothing short of remarkable. In this video, let's delve deep into the life and ideology of Julius Malema and explore the impact of the EFF on the political landscape of South Africa. Today, we navigate the complexities and controversies that define this influential figure and his party, and examine the quest for economic freedom that has captured the imaginations of a nation. Julius Malema's political journey is one of profound transformation and evolution. Born on March 3, 1981, in Seshego, Limpopo, sorry if I pronounced that wrong, Malema's early involvement in politics began within the ranks of the African National Congress, or ANC, the party that played a pivotal role in ending apartheid in South Africa. Malema's rise within the ANC was nothing short of meteoric. He quickly became a prominent youth leader, known for his impassioned speeches and charismatic presence. His ability to mobilize and inspire young South Africans earned him a reputation as a rising star in the party. However, it was also during this period that Malema began to voice increasingly radical and controversial views. One of the key moments in his early political career was his election as the president of the ANC Youth League in 2008. In this role, he gained national and international attention for his outspoken criticism of the ANC's leadership, particularly President Jacob Zuma. His calls for radical economic transformation and land redistribution struck a chord with many disaffected youth, but also drew criticism from within the ANC. The culmination of his controversial statements and actions led to his expulsion from the ANC in 2012. This event marked a turning point in Malema's political journey, as he went on to form a new political entity that would become the Economic Freedom Fighters, or EFF. In the wake of his expulsion, Malema embarked on a path that would not only redefine his political career, but also reshape the political landscape of South Africa. The expulsion of Julius Malema from the ANC in 2012 marked a pivotal moment in his political career, but it also set the stage for the birth of a new political force in South Africa, the Economic Freedom Fighters. In the aftermath of his expulsion, Malema wasted no time in rallying his supporters and like-minded individuals who shared his vision for radical change in South Africa. In July 2013, he officially launched the Economic Freedom Fighters. The party's creation was characterized by a bold and distinctive approach. Dressed in red overalls and berets, Malema and his comrades made a memorable entrance onto the political scene. The EFF's core ideology revolves around the pursuit of economic freedom, social justice, and the radical transformation of South Africa's socio-economic landscape. At its heart, the party advocates for the equitable redistribution of land, wealth, and resources. This focus on economic justice is one of the defining features of the EFF. One of the reasons for the EFF's rapid rise in popularity was its appeal to the youth. Malema's charisma and ability to connect with young South Africans resonated with a generation hungry for change and economic opportunity. The EFF became a beacon of hope for those who felt marginalized by the political establishment. From the outset, the EFF engaged in a style of political activism characterized by protests, disruptions, and a fearless approach to challenging the ruling party. They became known for their willingness to confront controversial issues head-on, whether it was demanding land expropriation without compensation or questioning the role of big business in the South African economy. Now that we've talked about Malema himself and the founding of the party, let's explore how the EFF's ideology and tactics have shaped the political landscape of South Africa and examine their impact on the nation's policies and discourse. Julius Malema and the economic freedom fighters burst onto the South African political scene with an energy and fervor that captured the imaginations of many. In this section, we'll explore the political impact they've had and their growing popularity. Since its formation, the EFF has been a force to be reckoned with in South African elections. In the 2014 general elections, the party secured over 6% of the national vote, making it the third largest party in parliament. This was an unprecedented achievement for a newly formed party. One of the key factors behind the EFF's electoral success has been its appeal to South Africa's youth. With Julius Malema at the helm, the party has been able to galvanize and mobilize young voters who are eager for change and economic empowerment. This youth appeal has helped the EFF become a significant player in the country's political landscape. Despite not holding a majority in parliament, the EFF has been able to exert significant influence on policy discussions. Their outspoken advocacy for land reform and economic justice has forced other parties to address these issues. They have also used their presence in parliament to hold the ruling ANC accountable, often leading to robust debates and discussions. The EFF's unapologetically radical stance on issues such as land expropriation without compensation and nationalization of key industries has shifted the discourse in South African politics. These topics, which were once considered fringe, are now central to the national conversation about the country's future. However, the EFF's populist rhetoric and controversial style have also drawn criticism. Some argue that their tactics can be divisive and polarizing, leading to tensions within the country's political landscape, which I'm pretty sure is the point, but whatever. In the next section, we'll explore some of the controversies and criticisms that have surrounded Julius Malema and the EFF, providing a more balanced view of their impact on South African politics. Julius Malema and the economic freedom fighters have not been without their fair share of controversies and criticisms. In this section, we'll delve into some of the key issues that have raised concerns and sparked debates about their role in South African politics. One of the primary criticisms leveled against Malema and the EFF is their use of populist rhetoric. Their uncompromising stance on issues like land expropriation without compensation and nationalization of industries has been viewed by some as pandering to popular sentiment without offering practical solutions. Critics argue that this kind of rhetoric can be divisive and polarizing, potentially undermining social cohesion. The EFF is known for its disruptive tactics in South Africa's parliament. While this has been effective in drawing attention to many important issues, it has also been criticized as disrespectful and detrimental to the functioning of the legislative process. The party's tendency to interrupt and delay proceedings has sparked debates about the appropriate conduct of elected representatives. Both Julius Malema and the EFF have faced legal challenges. Malema has been involved in various legal battles, including charges of corruption, fraud, and tax evasion. However, for the record, he has not been officially charged for anything. The EFF, as a party, has also faced lawsuits and legal disputes related to their actions and statements. These legal troubles have raised questions about the party's integrity and adherence to the rule of law. While the EFF's commitment to radical economic transformation has resonated with many, it has also raised concerns among economists and business leaders. Critics argue that some of the party's policy proposals, such as nationalizing key industries, could have unintended consequences for the economy, potentially deterring investment and job creation. Personally, I believe that if the business tycoons are scared of it, then it's probably a good thing, but that's just me. There have been allegations of ethical misconduct within the EFF, including claims of financial impropriety and nepotism. These allegations have led to questions about the party's transparency and accountability. However, it's important to note that these are just allegations. There have been very limited, if any, evidence behind them that has proven to be credible. It's important to note that while the EFF has garnered significant support and achieved political success, these controversies and criticisms have been part of their journey. In the next section, we'll explore the future of Julius Malema and the EFF and what lies ahead for them in South African politics. The future of Julius Malema and the economic freedom fighters is a topic of keen interest and speculation in South African politics. In this section, we'll explore the potential trajectories and challenges that lie ahead for Malema and his party. The EFF have shown impressive electoral growth since its formation, becoming a significant player in South African politics. As the country continues to grapple with issues like economic inequality and land reform, the EFF's message may continue to resonate with voters. Their performance in upcoming elections will be closely watched to gauge their enduring appeal. However, they are projected to gain much popularity in the coming 2024 election. South Africa's political landscape has seen an increase in coalition politics in recent years, especially at the municipal level. The EFF's ability to negotiate and form alliances with other parties may become increasingly important in shaping the country's governance. This could also lead to compromises on some of their more radical policy proposals. The EFF's impact on policy discussions and national discourse is likely to persist. Whether or not they hold significant political power, their ability to set the agenda and push for economic justice issues will remain a defining feature of South African politics. Like any political party, the EFF faces internal challenges, managing the diverse perspectives within the party, while maintaining a united front will be crucial. Leadership stability and succession planning will also be important factors to watch. The EFF's legal troubles and ethical concerns may continue to dog the party. How they address these issues and maintain their credibility in the eyes of the public will be a critical aspect for their future. As South Africa and the world evolve, the EFF will need to adapt its policies and strategies to address new challenges and opportunities. This adaptability will determine their long-term relevance. In conclusion, the future of Julius Malema and the EFF remains uncertain, but undoubtedly significant in the political landscape of South Africa. Their ability to navigate these changes and continue advocating for their vision of economic freedom will shape their role in the nation's policies in the years to come. Stay tuned for the developments and debates that will undoubtedly surround this dynamic figure and his party. This has been The Modern Marxist. Thank you for watching.
Life is difficult, but you must soldier on. Don't give up. If you are a coward, you don't belong here. But if you fight, even when things are difficult, you keep on fighting. This is your home. Welcome to the home of black people who never give up, who keep on soldiering on. Even when it is difficult, we keep on soldiering on. One day, we shall arrive, because we know we have a future, and that future is what we make of it now. No one is going to destroy us, because we have an appointment with that future. A very important appointment with the future. And you are not going to stop me into making it into that appointment with the future.